championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here, as we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here, as we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Using his legs on the scramble. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Getting set. Here's second down. Pop pass on the jet sweep. Crossing the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around, to give him a chance to get out in space, are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. And the wideout goes in motion. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Cannot connect. Incomplete. And now fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Alabama looking to convert on fourth down here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. The pass rush closing in. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring out second down. The shotgun handoff here. 6-yard gain sets up a third and 4. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Shotgun formation here on third down. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. And there's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Can he make it to the marker? Breaking tackles. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. The Dogs bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. It's a shotgun run call. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
The defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Second down, looking to throw it. There's a shot toward the end zone. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. One problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw to the left. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
See, one of the beauties of rushing 3 and dropping 8. Quarterback sits back there and has to find an open receiver. And you've got 8 men in coverage. The quarterback holds the ball and holds the ball and holds the ball. And eventually, even with just 3, eventually they get home and effective.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play. Here's the 2nd down play. Ball handed off. Powering through. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. There's the handoff. Finds room at the 30. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
That's a great play by this offense to keep the drive alive, and a good find by the quarterback on third down.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking for some space. It's Frazier. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. Fights through the tackle. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone. Let's check and see what that marker is about. Of course, they'll decline the offsides penalty, and the touchdown will stand. Now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner looking to make a play here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Big guys up front, line up. It's first down. They'll test the right side here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
offense getting set. It's second down. Direct snap to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, drops back. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Bama. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT puts them up 17 now. Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Hand off to the right side. And the ball on the ground. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They give it to the receiver on a jet sweep. They make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Discipline, discipline, discipline. That's the key to this defense right now. Great job against the jet sweep of staying out wide and not giving that receiver much room at all.
Second down after that previous play. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
You've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Important second down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to scramble. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's intercepted. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
First down. They're going to throw the football. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with two guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, is unable to hold on to the football.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. Dogs will have to punt. Look at this. It's a fake. Catch made, but can he get to the mark? And he's out of bounds here on the return.
Wow, what a call here by the coach. And how about the arm by the up man? What an impressive throw for that first down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Gets some space around the 30. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Trying to create here on the move. And he's got it. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across the field for 41. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket and away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first down.
Bringing pressure. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty mark. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. They've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Offense facing 2nd and goal. The defense with more pre-snap movement. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get its top and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to pass here. And he'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defense pursuit forced him out. So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. And they'll try the jet sweep here. In the clear at the 25. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Looking to throw it on first down. He's running out of time. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Dogs will kick this away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging.
The pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. He steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Ball handed off. They continue to feed the running back, but he has had nowhere to go today. They've been getting owned at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Gets loose on the scramble, picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down, though. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Finds his man. It's Frazier. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Looking for a deep completion. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
The Bulldogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1. Second and goal for the offense. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
And the defense hold up here on third and goal. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Nowhere to run. The defense swarms him. He'll lose 5 on the play. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. This one is right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Hamilton. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Alabama offense back out of the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. The quarterback appears to be changing the play. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia, using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And, man, they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen.
And looking for a big play here. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so it's sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Escapes the sack. Broke one tackle but couldn't escape. Dropped for a sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he pulls in the catch. An explosive play, big gain, spotted down near the 37. The Bulldogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The offense now operating in empty. They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
He's going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
They'll run it to the left. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Nowhere to go in this one. That's the end of 3. The final quarter coming up. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Heading left after the handoff.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Same tailback, another carry. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Touchdown, Georgia. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner steps out at the 20. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's a bullet pass to the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Contact as he let the ball go. Pass is incomplete, but there's a flag. This is a big call coming up. You can't do that. That's an illegal forward pass. It'll cost him 5 yards. And here comes the punter onto the field. We'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for this offense. They'll work the clock here with the running game. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use, but What point are you going to start putting those into play?
Gain makes it second and medium. And now the running back's got it again. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll hand it off.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The offensive coordinator bringing in some more blockers on the field. It's the full house. Using his legs, it's Frazier. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
You know, they try to run the football here, and they're unable to get that first down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is third down. What do you do? Keep it on the ground again, or roll the dice, throw the football, knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a quick grab. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Here comes a handoff. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.